Yeah, I think we're gonna explore this inn. So let's try it out. Let's check it out. Let's check out the inn. Let's see what's in here. I'm hoping we can find somebody to sell some of this equipment to, and maybe a quest or whatever. Hello, villager. Okay. This might be the innkeeper, I'm not sure.
Welcome.
Welcome, that's it. Oh, greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink? Or a room? We have 2 available at this moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today. She sighs. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. I'm not going to do a room right now. Let's see here. I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anybody looking for work? Oh well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire somebody on, I'd be glad to send them your way. Maybe later. Can I see what you have for sale? Of course, we're running a little short on goods these days, but we ought to have more soon. Okay, this is where we could probably sell our equipment. I'm hoping. Let's see how do we do this? Okay. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. How are we equipped with our characters? I guess they're alright. I wanted to be sure we weren't. Breastplate. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's sell all that stuff. We are selling off our equipment. Oh, come on.
How do you do? This is how we're gonna start. Well, we have to get some spending money here. Let's keep a bow, maybe a weapon just in case. Maybe 1 armor for now. Then again, let's sell it. Who cares? I'm gonna keep a bow just in case we need it. And trade. Sweet. We could buy camping supplies later if we need them. And beer. We could buy a beer in this game. Maybe we'll get more cashola. There we go. Get our inventory a little bit better. Okay, cool. Let's save. We sold some stuff. Now we know where to sell our random items that we may or may not get in this game if we're in this area of the world. I want to explore more of this inn just to take a look. Should really take a look around, explore it. Okay, nothing there. Over here, here's some more of the tavern. I'm basically looking for possible quests. Who are you then? Another fool to come and answer Raedric's invitation?
Our great lord had my sister run out of town after the boy was born. She was the only family I had left. Not sure where she is now. Blazes, I need another drink. Okay, no quest yet. Oh, what's going on here? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. You see a woman emptying her satchel on her bed, taking stock of her inventory. Potions, bandages, tinctures, and herbs are scattered throughout her room haphazardly. She bites her lip, head tilted to the side, considering. She begins to repack one item after another, careful deliberation undercut by shaking hands. Each item has a clearly marked place, but no matter how she repacks it, she isn't satisfied. The shaking worsens as she empties it out once more, one hand held to her mouth. Tears eke from her eyes as she gives them all semblance of order and shoves everything she can to the satchel, grabbing it and running out of the bare house. Straightening her back, she walks to the docks, chin high, eyes hard and red. A gangly young elf offers his condolences, but she can't see him for the ocean ahead of her. She wanders the docks, offering her services as a doctor to any who will listen, anyone heading out on a high tide. Less than 1 hour later, she watches her childhood disappear in the distance, a tiny speck of an island, and tries not to jump. Step back. Interesting. I guess we can reach into people's souls and see their history, huh? Let's reach into Storm Brightblade's soul. You see a group of young men standing around a makeshift practice target. This man stands in the middle of them, explaining the construction and the use of a bow. He holds it up, pointing out each part as he speaks about it and what he does. He then walks away from the target, telling them to remain where they are, and takes his place about 200 feet away. He carefully lines up his shot, explaining what he is doing as he does, and lets the arrow fly. It hits the target dead center, much to his surprise and delight of the boys near it. He smiles, walking towards the boys, talking about proper stance and how to most effectively hold a bow. A noise comes from a tree line near the practice venue, and he stops, scanning the woods, blue eyes squinting against the sun. A shadow moves, making its way through the forest behind them. He draws an arrow and lines up the shot, carefully tracking the motion of the hidden creature. Loosing the arrow, he wastes no time and quickly grabs another. The boy spins, watching the arrow fly into the fortress, admittedly lost in the trees. There's a sudden explosive movement in the undergrowth. A deer erupts from the tree line, running across the edge of it clearly. The boys laugh, turning to joke with the man about his lousy shot. They stop talking, seeing him holding the bow and leading the deer with the knocked arrow. They drop to the ground as he loosens his last arrow, which flies true and strikes the deer right behind its shoulder, piercing heart and lungs and dropping it dead almost immediately. The boys stare at the deer for a few seconds and then slowly turn back to look at the man, newfound respect in their eyes. He smiles again and breathes a quiet sigh of relief. Must be like some key points in these people's lives that we're seeing. And here are some stairs. Let's take them. Good idea to give it one of these. Grab a drink, my friend. Not much else worth in this town. They're going to repeat themselves, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to these guys. Oh, we're going to reach out into people's souls, huh? Alright, let's reach into Deathlock Najatep's soul. See what he's all about. You see a man soar through the air, hitting a nearby wall with a nauseating crunch. He doesn't get up. His attacker, a burly, clean warrior with a carnivorous grin, turns and shoves his fist into the stomach of another assailant, removing another from an improper foul. The bar is a whirlwind of elbows, knees, fists, and feet, and with no end in sight, and he is in his element. In the corner, three smaller men speak quietly, throwing malicious glances at the larger man in the center. He breaks a chair over a tattooed head, crackling. The trio position themselves in three parts of the room, and with a terse nod they charge. Unfortunately for them, the man sees them coming. Something in his eyes burn brightly, and all three slump to the ground in agony. That's all in their minds. The burly man
bows to a room of the unconscious and incapacitated before sauntering out, off-key whistle trailing behind him. Another one, huh? Not sure if I want to read all these, but we can read this to ourselves. I'm going to kind of read it quietly here. There we go. I'm not sure how fun it is supposed to be reading all that stuff. So let's go into this room. Oh, I bet you we get into trouble for picking a lock. Inn's called the Black Hound. Interesting read. I don't think we should take it. Lockpick. We're taking it. Screw it. Okay, let's see here. We might be able to use those lockpicks later. It's a Black Hound. A Black Hound in the Black Hound. Okay. Let's pet the dog. Hey, doggy. And this is just random exploration. Oh, what's going on here? Looks like they're having fun drinking. We're back outside anyways. Well, I would say let's explore this place. Let's get on and explore.
I'm here.
Road south. I don't think I want to go there yet. Black Hammer Smithery. Let's go here. Interesting. I'm having fun at this, so we're doing a little exploring. I definitely want to explore the area just to see. Maybe pick up some quests or whatever. Some guards. There's an apprentice. Harlan Orsolon. I'm gonna reach out for this guy's soul too, huh? You see a man crouching, supercilious and alone, a series of untamed shrubs, all that hides him from the visions ahead. His eyes are locked on a Dagoman, beautiful and terrible, half-lidded as she hums. A bird with fantastic blue and orange plumage sits on her shoulder, trilling gently, and the man is entraced, trembling, tentative. He stands, and the tranquility is broken by the bird's startled squawk. The Delgeman half-elf smiles and beckons with twig-like fingers. She does not speak as he approaches. His mouth is dripping sounds of awe and admiration. She waits, coy and tempting, and with agonizing slowness he is before her. Then something changes. She sees something hanging limply from his side and begins to hiss, fingers suddenly claws, and eyes black with hate. He has no time to reach for his axe or grimoire as she strikes. And just as soon as she strikes, she is gone, the only evidence of her existence, the shuddering wreck on the ground. He grabs at his grimoire nevertheless and begins to chant, but the words, in words of magical language of his own imagining, scribbled in a maniacal shorthand, ring hollow, and the silence continues unabated. He turns and shrugs at someone or something, but if there is something there, he will not see it. We're just going to read this one to ourselves. Interesting. Okay, here's a guy, Tansutsu. This ominous man is an impressive build, blah, 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 blah. He offers you, he smiles, you approach. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in quite a while. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not quite what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer, yet. All forged here at the Black Armor. What happened? We just don't have supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The roads out east is crawling with them. Or the workers ran off with the wagons themselves, maybe, to make some coin. As if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits, says Olaf. Dire situations in villages like this and the exodus of the cities has created far too many opportunities for the unscrupulous folk. If you happen to be heading that way, maybe you can keep out an eye for the supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. I'll see them back safe and sound. That's cool. I appreciate you for trying anyhow. You bring back the supplies at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. A discount for start. If you do find my workers, give them a good smack upside the head for me. Okay, we have a quest, a side quest, main quest, don't know. But we happen to see these guys in the Black Meadow. There we go. We have a quest. At some point I'll look through the journal logbook and we'll kind of try to figure more of this out. Cool. So next up, let's go to Ingrid's house. A windmill sometimes. And inside we go. Let's check it out. Ingrid, this man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach, pauses, her face faltering a little.
Greetings.
Can we help you? She looks at her companion. Do you know this woman, Natoni? Natoni coughs. Yes, I think we met in Velwood. I warned her about the bear. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two seem to be off in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit the Defiance Bay and, well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Norton says, it's time for some new scenery. Is there anything you can tell me about the Gilded Veil? Ingrid, only that you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine. The rock goes deeper. If you're looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. We're heading for Defiance Bay ourselves. Alright, goodbye.
Hail and well met.
Okay, adios, we're out of here. Wow, 77,000 fans made this game possible. No wonder it seems pretty cool. If you like RPGs with a story, here you go. This is the game for you. If you like the Baldur Gate Icewindale stuff. Oh, movie or something. We know there's no grain in there, Trumbo. Or there's more grain. My reading sometimes, yeah. It's good practice. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. Trumbo says, the first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. God's here, Miss Swimmer. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbo. And we'll have our fair prices, or by the flames we'll be having a reckoning. New task against the grain. Either a task or a quest or whatever. Let's go inside and talk to him. If he's still in here, if he lets us in. We're going inside anyways. Trumbull, an elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. Get back, if you value your life. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates. Who are you? Is Sweener roping foreigners into his little crusade now? What was all that ruckus outside? Where's to begin? Senors whipped them up into a froth going about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. We got 46 experience points for that. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops that they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town. And Sweener, and his lot sure don't mind that part because it goes for ale. You take a look at the fields on the way to town. The crop's blighted, and most of what I'm getting is from the farmers. It's gone off, rotted though. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I barely got enough good grain to go around. Sinner's howling after things he has no right to. Maybe I have to talk to Sweener about this then. The miller's... He sighs with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we all have to make sacrifices. He'll be in your debt for it. We'll be in your debt for it if you can convince him. Task updated against the grain. We have to resolve this feud somehow. Okay, well, we gotta go find him. If we want to do this task or quest or whatever. It's probably near that inn, huh? That'd be my guess. Let's go check it out. Why don't we just auto-walk it here? There we go. Oh, that's cool. It has our little pictures on the screen. There we go, that's cool. We'll kind of target where we want to go. I don't know if he's here or not, honestly. If we can't find him, then we'll do the task or quest later, maybe, or whatever. I don't know where he's at. Journal it. Okay, they head to the local inn. That's what I thought it said. Maybe they're in here. Oh, here he is.
Good day to you.
Don't know who you are and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Elf narrows his eyes. Careful, looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. Smells like it too. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. Oh, I bet he has. All the nobility of that Trumbull. 2 big, strong kids. Purest soul in all the gilded veil, the dwarf sneers. Cowards sending our messages to handle his business. Well, you can tell him that we haven't had a solid meal in days on the account of him, and we can't afford a good drink on the account of him. We won't be bullied by some foreigner on the account of him. What if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? Fair enough. You bring us something wet in our throats, and I might, and maybe I'll feel like trading up some words.
Well met, friend.
I saw you outside the mill. What was this all about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, hey? What's this about? It's about Trumbo thinking he's king of the town on the account he's got his mill onto his name. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring in, and cutting our purses when we need to buy again. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich off their crops. That's what this is fucking about. Now shove off. What if I could talk to him for you? Ha! You think you'll get to talk to him when we haven't? The man's as thick as a pet Borg. I hear he's got his soul red. Found his kin used to grow sun-red trees for their Adrian lords, up until they figured out their side was losing. Explained why his knees were all, I guess they all ache. Blah 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 blah. He'll be holed up in that mill for days, coward. But here, if you want to give it a shot, good luck. We'll owe you one if you manage it.
Good day, stranger.
About this trouble with the miller. And I guess I gotta go talk to the miller again. Or buy them a round of drinks or something. Well, back to the miller we go. Try to settle this feud somehow. It's kind of cool to be able to walk through the town like that. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's not a swift travel, but it's swift enough for me. We'll see if this even works on the quest. If not, oh well, it's the way it goes.
Greetings.
I spoke to Senor. And what does he say? He says you're treating the farmers unfairly, raising prices, giving them rotten grain. Of course he does. He's been saying that for days now. The man's delusional. If he wants grain, then he'll have to pay for it. What's going on here? Where to begin? Blah, 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 blah. Do I really have to threaten this guy? If you don't want those people in here with torches, maybe you ought to stop lying to me. I'm not. Look, it's no lie. The stores really are low. And with so little grain to go around, I have to raise prices for some people. People like the magistrate? I can't do anything like that. That's just how it works. Maybe things are different somewhere else. Here, Raiders men keep the village safe. Senor's people are farmers. They gather grain for you. I have a feeling this quest isn't going how we really wanted it to. Let's see here. Is your self-righteous worth losing your family over? Trumbo opens his mouth to protest. You're right. I've been trying to plan for the future, but we're in danger here and now. Of course, with experience points. You've earned a reputation. Reputation can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach. Will affect how members of that group respond to you. In some cases, friends or enemies of these groups will react to your affiliations. Helping a group will increase your positive reputation with that group. Harming a group will increase your negative reputation. It is possible to have a mix of positive and negative reputations with the group if you help and harm them in equal measure. Okay, fine. Tell Sinwell and the others I've reconsidered. Providing he pays the same as everyone else, he's welcome to his fair share. And let's hope we can trade for the supplies real soon. Or we'll all end up in a bad way. So to report back to Sweenor, who's at the inn probably. We'll go back. I have a feeling that was a side quest or a side task or something. Not necessarily required in the game, but that's okay. Get story out of it. And we'll look at our little auto map here. Cool, I'm liking this game. A little confused on that task, but it seems to be working out alright. We can do this. Let's go back into the inn. I know where he was at, so let's see if he's still here. There he is. We'll talk to you.
Hail and well met.
What if I told you that Trumbo's changed his mind about his grain prices? The dwarf looked at you blankly. What? You serious? He exchanges looks with his fellows who grin hesitantly. The old man listened to reason. Ooh, we got 302 experience. Total quest experience 396. Cool. We got experience for that. And 10 copper. About time. I told him he'd come around, but damn if he didn't take his time about it. He sets a few coppers on the table. Here, buy yourself a drink. Now we can afford it. Goes for you too as well. Drinks on me! Yay! We've completed the task against the grain. Sweet! Oh, they only stacks of 5. Alright. So, back outside we go. I remember kind of an underground place when I came in here a little while ago, so let's go check that out. Being it looks like I've explored most of this place. I think it was like right around here. Oh, there are stairs. Okay, let's go over here. There's some underground area, I think. Let's at least explore it. I kind of put it off before I wanted to explore the town first. Let's take the stairs down. Wretched beasts!